Ever feel like there's a sense of separation from something bigger? You know, that feeling of being just a little disconnected, maybe on the outside looking in? Well, in this explainer, we are diving deep into a really fascinating spiritual framework from the great cosmic teachings of Jesus of Nazareth that looks right at that feeling, and more importantly, a path back to where we truly belong.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through this 5-part journey. We'll start by really understanding our current state of separation. Then we'll get a glimpse of our divine heritage. We'll look at the inner path that connects the two, check out some practical tools for the journey, and finally, catch the vision of a new humanity that this whole process can lead to.
All right, so where does this journey even begin? According to this text, it starts right here, inside of us, with this fundamental feeling of separation. Let's dig into what that actually means. Now, the text talks about the fall, but maybe not in the way you're used to thinking about it. It's not presented as some big, dramatic, one-time event. No, it's described as more of a gradual process, a slow turning away, where beings sort of drifted from that pure, unified, eternal being, creating distance and stepping into these denser material worlds.
This slide just lays it all out so clearly, doesn't it? It paints this picture of two completely different realities. On one side, you've got the eternal being, our original home, a place of just seamless unity and pure light. And on the other side, well, that's the fall realms. That's our current experience of separation, density, and what the text calls, and I love this phrase, our all-too-humanness.
So this separation isn't some far-off cosmic idea. It's happening right here, right now, inside us. The text points directly at the human ego, that constant voice of I, me, and mine, as the very thing that keeps this separation going. It's like we build this little world around ourselves, a cocoon that keeps us feeling cut off from the big picture. Okay, so if we're starting from a place of feeling separate, where are we trying to get back to? Let's take a look at the destination, our true divine heritage.
Okay, this is where it gets really, really cool. The text brings up this idea of the Father, Mother, God. Now, this isn't about gender like we think of it. It's about a complete dynamic principle. The Father is the giving positive energy, kind of like the exhale of creation. And the Mother is the receiving, nurturing principle, the inhale. Together, they are the whole, the complete source, where everything began.
And this is what it all means for us. According to these teachings, our real identity, our core self, isn't that little human ego. It's something so much bigger. We're described as children of God, heirs to eternity, fundamentally beings of light, purity, and selfless love. We're not just separate little pieces, we're part of one great, divine unity. So here's the kicker. This divine state, it's not some prize you have to win after a long, hard fight. It's presented as our true home, the place we came from, the place we can always return to. The journey isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering and reclaiming who you've been all along.
Okay, so we've got our starting point and we've got our destination. The big question is, how do we actually get from one to the other? How do we build that bridge? Well, the text gives us a very specific map. It's called the inner path. Let's check it out.
Now, the guide for this journey is what the text calls Christ. But it's really important to understand this. It's not necessarily talking about a historical figure. Instead, Christ is presented as a universal inner principle. Think of it like a light, a redeeming power that's available inside every single one of us, no matter what our beliefs are. The path home isn't out there somewhere. It's an inside job.
And there's a real process to it. Step 1 is turning inward, finding that true self, that inner light. Then the work begins, consciously developing these 4 divine qualities. So, for example, order could be as simple as bringing harmony into your day. Will is about focusing your energy on your spiritual growth, not just your passing whims. And as you work on these, you start to mature into your true eternal nature.
Now, I know this can all sound a bit high level, but the teachings also give us some very practical, hands-on tools to help us walk this path. This part is so important, so let's slow down for a minute and really see how we can use these ideas in our actual lives.
It all kicks off with 2 simple but incredibly powerful words. God is. This is presented as the most fundamental truth you can hold on to. Think of it like a mental anchor. When you're stressed, confused, or scared, you can just come back to this. It's a tool to remind yourself of the constant, eternal reality of the divine in every single moment. It grounds you in something much, much bigger than your temporary problem.
And right on the heels of that comes this powerful conclusion. It's a simple, logical step. If you truly accept that God is everywhere in everything, then since we come from that source, we have to be divine too. This isn't an ego trip. It's actually the exact opposite.
It's a powerful affirmation of our spiritual heritage, a reminder of who we are underneath all that all-too-humanness.
Okay, I absolutely love this metaphor the text uses. Imagine you're a sculptor, and your life is a block of marble. In every single moment, you're holding two chisels. You can pick up the rough chisel, your burdens, your reactive thoughts, your old patterns. It's heavy and it just chips away, making a rough, coarse figure. Or you can consciously pick up the finer chisel of divine law, of kindness, of patience, of love, and carefully, lovingly chisel out the absolute masterpiece that is your true divine self.
And this just beautifully shows us where to look for the divine. It's not in some far-off place. It's right here, pulsating in everything around us. It's in the quiet strength of a stone, the silent life in a bush. The teaching is basically saying, hey, look deeper than the surface. See the divine life that's humming within all of creation, and, this is the most important part, in yourself and in everyone around you.
A really key practice here is what the Source calls deep prayer. You might want to put aside what you normally think of as prayer. This isn't about asking for stuff for yourself. It's a selfless act. It's about getting to a place of inner stillness, letting go of your own agenda, and just becoming a quiet, open channel to both receive and radiate the divine energy of God, light, love, and power for the good of everyone.
So after you've been on this journey for a while, using these tools, what's the result? What's the end game? The text describes the emergence of a totally transformed, new humanity.
The destination isn't a place, it's a new way of being. And the text uses this powerful analogy of a diamond. Just think about that for a second. The intense pressures and challenges of life aren't seen as bad things. They're seen as the very forces that cut and polish our inner selves. That friction is what allows our true, resilient, and brilliant nature to finally shine through. And this new human is defined by a massive shift in how they see the world. Their focus moves from me to we, living by one for all and all for one. These are people with a kind of inner nobility, who radiate a peaceful strength, and who operate completely from a place of selfless love, without any need for violence or power over others.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's not really a set of beliefs to just adopt. It's a daily, moment-to-moment choice. The journey is your own, the tools are right here, and the path is inward. So the final question isn't just, what chisel will you choose today, but what masterpiece are you creating with your one precious life?